Dealing with difficult people is an unavoidable reality of life. It requires understanding, patience, and tolerance. Difficult people are present in our everyday lives. They could be your parents, your siblings, your relatives, your colleagues, or the hardest truth yet, even yourself. This is the undeniable dialect, and this is how to deal with difficult people. I am not an expert in the very least. I don't have a course in psychology, and I certainly haven't written a book about dealing with difficult people. What I do have, however, is an unlimited amount of annoying and difficult people in my life, scurrying about with their gossip, problems, issues, hate, and negativity. Worst of all, their presence sucks the life out of you, is what I would say, except that I also have problems myself. Here's the thing, people will always be difficult. Let me give an example. You're a 26-year-old employee working in a customer service company with tens of customers and clients babbling and screaming in your ear. Blah, 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 blah. Endless complaining directly entering your ears, all negative quips from day to night. And to add, when you get home exhausted from work, you check your socials to see your relatives in constant conflict. Why this? Why that? This is my inheritance. Why don't you get married soon? Stop. Stop. I have dealt with difficult people in my life. I've had bullies from school, relatives with their squabbles and tiny quarrels, and people online with their heartless facades hiding behind screens in a dark and empty room in the middle of the night. I myself was a difficult person for others. I was a bully, a disobedient son, an insensitive human being, and a faithless creation. But then I understood. I understood that to deal with difficulty, I must remove myself from difficulty. I must not be difficult. It was a challenging journey that took me a very long time to get over. I had to remove the very systems in me that dictated negativity and self-doubt. I had to go past all the superficial thoughts in my head and examine the root of the problem. I am afraid. To this day, there is a huge gaping hole inside of me that grows larger day by day. Pride, the desire to be seen, and the desire to be loved are the central issues within me. I don't expect it to be gone soon. In a few years' time, I might still be the social media addict who craves likes and heart reactions from strangers because I never got that from kids my age when I was young. And to worsen things, everyone seems to perpetuate that notion for me. You're addicted to social media. You're too young to have mental problems. You're too arrogant. And all that from when I was a kid to who I am now. It is a cycle of hate from others, from the people I know best to the people whose names I barely know. And now me reciprocating such feelings of negativity, this darkness swirling in me, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I ignored it. It was too heavy for me to handle, and I needed people who understand. I needed people to reach out. It took all of that to finally be aware of the problems I had. I was a difficult person for other people, and in turn, they pushed that difficulty back to me. It was a feedback loop of sorts, and someone needed to stop it. When faced with a scenario between choosing to silence a billion difficult people or learning to handle such difficulties with a billion difficult people, we might as well choose the latter. We cannot scare birds away from circling in the sky, but we have the capacity to prevent them from laying eggs in our nests. Like the fly is to the elephant, we can choose not to ignore, but to tolerate undesirable behavior. We can choose to be miserable, but to choose not to says a lot about your character. To be the bigger person, in fact. Sometimes being any of those may not work at all, as people are raised difficult by difficult parents who had difficult parents with difficult lives in a difficult world. And here we are with our goal to understand, but not to rationalize their decisions. But we should love regardless. We tolerate their existence. We do not seek to relate to their sentiments. We do not desire to bring ourselves down to their level. but we do not understand fully, not know why they do such things. And still, we love them. Still, we care. With all that said, thank you for watching.